So I smoked my last cigarette at 5 o'clock. It's now 10:18 in the evening. Let me explain how this happened. On Sunday, I stopped for gas. There was an altercation at the gas station between what I will call the homeless man and the cashier. The homeless man was trying to buy a burrito, and after microwaving said burrito, needed a napkin to hold it because it was too hot. I'm going to also assume that homeless man's drug of choice was crystal meth because he really didn't seem to be all that there. He goes up to the cash register, asks the cashier, "Hey man, can I get a napkin or something? 'Cause this burrito is hot, man. I can't hold on to it." The cashier, who's dealing with a customer, not me, I was second in line. "One moment, please, sir. I'll be right with you." At which point, said homeless man responds with, "Hey, you don't have to be rude to me, man." The cashier finishes dealing with his customer, turns to the homeless man and says, "Sir, I was in the middle of dealing with a customer. I'll help you as soon as I'm done. Now that I'm done, what can I get for you?" "I just want a napkin, man. You gotta blow me off like that and be rude and disrespectful to me." So the cashier goes and gets a roll of paper towels. Not just a napkin, mind you. He doesn't just tear off the paper towel and says, here you go, buddy. Have a great day." No, hands him the whole roll of paper towels. At which point, homeless man drops him on the floor. The whole roll. They all fall off. The cashier picks up the paper towels. The homeless man continues to curse him out. At which point the cashier says, "Look, you're not going to talk to me like that. There's no reason to disrespect me. If you're going to talk to me like that, out. I no sell to you. I no sell to you." So the homeless man walks towards the door, changes his mind, turns around, and puts his hand in his pocket. Meanwhile, I'm standing off to the side, waiting to pay for my gas, and my 7-year-old daughter is in the background going, "Mommy, look, they have gummy fish like the gummy bears." Abba, shut up. And I eyeball the homeless guy who has his hand in his pocket, and I don't know what he's reaching for. Maybe he's got a gun, maybe he's got a knife. I don't really know. But he's standing in front of the door, and there's really nowhere for me to run. He continues running his mouth and starts back talking to the cashier, and the cashier looks at him and goes, "Oh, you're gonna disrespect the lady." Now he brings me into it. I'm just waiting for you guys to finish with your dick measuring contest and pissing all over the place. I just want to pay for my gas and get on with it. So the homeless man starts marching back towards the counter in the direction of the cashier, and the cashier lunges for the phone and says, "That's it. I called the cops. I no sell to you." At which point I snatch my daughter by the arm and say, "Come on, Abba, let's go." And out the door we go. So I didn't get gas on Sunday. I know I could have gone somewhere else, but I'm sorry, I just didn't feel safe. There really is not a gas station within 10 square miles of that incident where I would feel safe getting out with my daughter and now getting gas at this point. Monday, I took my daughter to school. On the After I dropped her off, on the way to work, the low fuel indicator light on my car went on. Bing! Bing! Low fuel. Thanks. No problem. I have just enough gas to get to work, and I will stop at the first gas station on my way home. That was the plan. Only for some reason, on the turnpike, there was a van in the median that was facing the wrong direction, and a tow truck had to come get it unstuck. This caused a 30-minute backup on the turnpike, during which time my top speed was no more than 5 miles per hour. 30 minutes. So by the time I got to work, I had 0 gas indicator lights on my car. I was out of gas. I coasted into the parking lot, I'm pretty sure just on fumes. So by the time I get out of work on Monday, the very first stop I need to make is to the gas station on the corner, which means I'm now going to pay an extra 15 cents per gallon because I have to stop at the closest one in the middle of a tourist center. Fine, I'll deal with that. My fault. I should have got gas yesterday. So I pay for my gas. I get back in the car and I realize, I should have bought cigarettes. You know what? That's okay. I don't need to worry about it. I already spent too much money. I just paid $30 for 8 gallons of gas. I think I'm okay. I get home. I smoke my last cigarette. Not a big deal. I bum one from the boyfriend. Not a big deal. He goes to work Monday night, leaves me 2 cigarettes. I wake up Tuesday morning, that's today. I smoke 1 cigarette. I put the other cigarette in the empty box from the previous day, and I say to myself, all right, I can smoke this 1 cigarette on my break at work, and then after work, I will stop at the first gas station and buy myself some cigarettes. I get to work. I smoke the 1 cigarette on the break as planned. I actually ended up having more than 1 break that day, which was surprising, but no cigarettes. And I even contemplated walking to the corner store where gas is 15 cents more expensive per gallon, but I thought to myself, no, because that's going to eat up my entire break. I'll just stay right here and have some ice cream. Fair trade. I'll stop for cigarettes on my way home. But you know, a funny thing happened on my way home. I didn't stop for cigarettes. So it's now 10:26 and I smoked my last cigarette at 5 o'clock. And so now I'm faced with the prospect of quitting for the second time. And I'm really nervous. I'm not sure how this is going to go. It's kind of a joke. Because quite honestly, I can see myself caving in. I can see myself giving up. And I can see myself hopping right back on the wagon. Or whatever that phrase is. I'll let you know